So I'm Roger Costner. I'm a long-term industry veteran of HVAC. I've owned actually two companies, built them and sold them. Um, During that time, I've been associated. I actually had my first computer system back in 1989. So it was ESC, Electronic Service Control, out of Fort Myers, Florida. And of course, they eventually, it was called Coastal Computer back then. They eventually sold out to Field Edge. So I'm very familiar with the marketplace for computer software and everything. Then I built a company using that software. And then after I sold the business, the last time we sold was in 2011. Took some time off, and then I come back and I become a consultant. And in that role, I'm familiar with your competition, Jobber, House Call Pro. I can tell you all that. Really, the only software I haven't used really is probably Service Titan. So little business come up for sale last year, that Precision Air and Heat. So I purchased it, and at the time they already had Payzaware installed. And so far, compared to everything else I've used, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't see anything that I've used in the past that is makes me want to go and purchase them and replace Payzaware, because Payzaware actually hits all the buttons for us, from doing on-site proposals, which is what I really like about it, because I can go out to a customer's house and we've already got everything preloaded in the Payzaware. I can do a proposal actually in almost minutes, and the customer's going, "Oh, that was quick." It's like, I've got everything loaded, all the prices and everything, so it makes it real easy. Same thing from the service tech standpoint of the invoicing, works really well. You just give the customer your proposal that you want, they check off on it, you do the work, you come back in, you collect payment. It's seamless. And then, of course, everything integrates back into the office electronically, so everything's completely mobile. And that's probably, for me, one of the most important things in the industry today is if you don't have a mobile application, you're kind of lost. You can do something on the desktop in the office, but having everything mobile and have it synchronized back to the office is very important. And Payzaware does that extremely well. So that's what I really like about that. And then, of course, once it gets back to the office, everything just integrates seamlessly with QuickBooks. So we've got a good accounting system that almost anybody can use, and that makes it really nice. So, that's what I like about Payzaware. The dispatching is really good. It's easy to work with in the field. The technicians, really the learning curve, I've probably been surprised as far as the field personnel that we've hired so far compared to the other systems that I've used in the past. It's got as short of a learning curve in the field as anything I've used so far, which is really great. So that's kind of.
It hasn't been a long time since.
No. I really think with Payzaware, it is just so easy in the field to do invoicing and do proposals. That's what really saves most of the time, which makes it really easy. And the other systems I've used, the guys seem to kind of fumble around. We've kept it simple on what we do, and it works extremely well, and it's extremely fast.
That's great.
What are some challenges that you face, and how has Payzaware helped you?
This is where I have trouble answering this question, because I've overcome all these things all my life. Let's see, as far as how has Payzaware helped me overcome them, something may come to me in a minute, but I'm coming up blank on that one.
How has the business grown or expanded since you've started?
Okay, well, we've had Payzaware. Okay.
Do you use maintenance plans? I can just start some.
What's that?
Do you use maintenance plans through Payzaware?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Payzaware has helped us with the maintenance plans, and I like it the fact that we can do the way we have it set up, that we can do monthly billings, which is a big thing in the industry because the retention rate is much higher when you do monthly billing. So that's really big.
If you had to describe what Payzaware does for your business in one sentence to a friend, how would you?
It keeps us organized.
Can you please elaborate? No, that's great. Can you please elaborate?
Well, using Payzaware, it helps me. I like the fact, since we're still a small business, in the past when I was bigger, I had other people handling things. But with Payzaware, I basically wake up, grab my phone, and look and tell what everybody has to do. immediately that day right there on my phone, so I know how to plan my day out. And I'm already starting. If I need to change something before the guys get their work for the day, I can very easily.
How does Payzaware help with your work-life balance?
Or are you a
Or
workaholic
are you
anyway?
I'm a workaholic anyway.
Get more things done during the day quicker, more efficiently, so you have more time to do things.
You know, it's you know, I don't see how companies today operate without a good operating system like Payzaware, because it keeps me organized. I know what's going on. I can check it from anywhere. Doesn't matter where I'm at. So I don't have to actually be physically working every minute of the day. I can go do some things that I need to get done, and I can check my phone, or I can check it any other time, and I can get an update on everything. So it makes it really good.
More time with the grandkids.
How has Payzaware impacted your overall business strategy? Do you have any success stories that you can share?
I haven't owned this business long enough to have success stories.
They're coming soon.
See how I can answer this one for you. One of the best things I like about Payzaware is that I know what all my technicians do. And that's a big impact for me, because every day I get an email every time an invoice is done, a proposal's done. And the proposals is probably the biggest item for me, because, hey, I know, hey, this customer just got proposed a new system. Did they sign the proposal right then? I know. If not, I go, hey, what do we got to do to follow back up to make the sale? That's probably the best thing about Payzaware that I like, is the proposal product, and that I get an alert every time one of my technicians proposes a new piece of equipment. Okay, so we're mainly a CO2 company, so we like to hold their hand out when we finish. Go, hey, can we take payment? Payzaware makes it really easy. Whether it's a credit card, whether it's a check, whether it's financing, we can get everything done right away.
Nailed it. Wonderful.
How have your employees responded to Payzaware? Do they have any feedback they provide?
You know, my employees, they really like Payzaware. One of my top technicians was from a previous company, and when he got to Payzaware, he's going, this is great. He likes the fact that he has no problem attaching all the photos that he needs for a job to it. And we haven't talked about photos, but it's really big, because, you know, he knows, hey, I put it there, and if I got a question, he goes, look at the photos. So it works out great.
Have any of them used another payment processing company before that? Or?
Oh yeah. He's been through too. He was with ESC that the company had, and then the company developed their own program, and they really kind of tried to mimic ESC and Service Titan, and it's been a huge learning curve for the other company. So when he come here, it's like, he just picked right up. He had no trouble. I mean, almost from day one, he's invoicing and doing everything.
Can you please explain how PayzerCare, our support team, has assisted you?
As far as the
Hopefully not often.
If a problem ever arises, how are you able to help?
Okay, yeah. You know, the support on Payzaware has been excellent. Anytime we call, we almost get an immediate answer. We got somebody online right then, which hasn't been my experience with some of the other companies in the past. It got to the point to where, gee, you send an email request, and sometime that day you may get an answer. And when you've been in a business, especially a small business, that can really affect your business big time. So the fact that you know, Payzaware does really respond quick is big.
Wonderful. This is kind of circling back to, I think it was 1989, you said you started using a computer software
Yes.
to run your business. So you were way ahead of the times.
Oh yeah.
What would you say to someone who is still on pen and paper, that's hesitant to start using technology to run their business?
I really don't understand how anybody uses pen and paper these days. I mean, I really don't. When I put tablets in my guy's hand, with another software firm in 2003. And at that time, I had a couple of technicians that really, you didn't have smartphones like everybody did now. And I had a few guys that had a hard time with it. But now, every technician I hire, they're so used to using their smartphones. It's like it is so easy to invoice and do everything with technology. And I'm big on technology, and I've always tried to be a leader in it. But it is just so easy now compared to what it was years ago. And back 20 years ago, I didn't understand why anybody was still using pen and paper, and I definitely don't understand it now.
Do you think having a good software that you use on a daily basis helps recruit a younger generation of techs coming in, or does that matter at all?
I don't think that matters. I think they expect it.
Paysaware that you guys offer. So I'm more hands-on. I'm the one they come to when they're having issues with card connections, anything in that nature. That is all in my office. I'm back of the house. I do all paperwork.
How does it make your life easier?
Oh, sorry.
That's good timing. That wasn't in the middle of that.
That is a perfect shot. So, just easier wise, I've come from different call centers, especially working at my previous job where we've also have a scheduling system, and Paysaware is definitely top of the line for me. It's just a lot more easier to understand the layout of it, just the overall aspect. It's easier to keep up with my guys that way. It's easier to keep up with our customers. You guys have it all laid out completely so that I can navigate myself through it. I am self-trained. So yes, I call customer service whenever I need an issue, whenever I have a problem. And just being self-trained, like the videos that you guys post, all of the information, like I can honestly, earlier I had to update time and I didn't know how to. So just knowing that it's right there in front of me, I can type it up, search it. You guys have already answered all of those little simple questions down to the T. So I do appreciate that.
Wonderful. I was gonna say, if you had to pick your favorite thing about Paysaware or your favorite feature, what would it be? Is it your scheduling, or you like keeping up with your guys? What's your favorite thing?
Tracking. Tracking. I like knowing where my guys are at all times. So when a customer call, I can honestly pull up that GPS. It's right there at my fingertips. I don't have to go to 5 different apps or look on my phone or call somebody. It's right there in front of me. I can be like, your stop number 2. Give us like an hour. He's coming from this location. It's so much easier that way instead of trying to reach out to this person or that person. And yeah, no, it's right there. I like that.
Did you say, this is might sound weird, but could you say 2 things for me? Could you just say, my favorite thing about Paysaware is?
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. And then after that, Paysaware makes my job easier or life easier. Just so I can put it at the beginning.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It doesn't sound like a.
Yes.
Yeah. So Paysaware makes my life easier. And my favorite thing about Paysaware is.
Just say, for the first one, no, you're good. You're good. Just say, Paysaware makes my job easier. And then just give a little.
Oh, the explanation. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I know it's always weird being in front of a camera, and people don't really think about when you're editing. There's
all of the ins and outs.
I'm like, how am I gonna get this to not sound like we're just asking questions? So yeah, if you could just, and then we'll be good.
All right, cool. So Paysaware makes my life easier, makes my job easier as well. Just by offering the tracking features, the time schedule, the time clocks, the scheduling board. It's just overall a great experience. And
My favorite thing about Paysaware.
my favorite thing about Paysaware is definitely the job tracking and keeping up with my guys at the tip of my fingertips.
Like why they would want to use it versus pen and paper.
Or versus another.
Or
Another
whichever,
method.
yeah, whichever way you want to do it.
Oh, I would tell somebody that has never used Paysaware to give it a try It's so simple to use. You will not regret it at all. Just it's simple. It's the simplest thing in their home base. You can't beat that better with anything.
Perfect. And do you do Pacer Care?
Oh yeah, you kind of touched on Pacer Care, but how do I ask it?
Can you explain your experience with Pacer Care?
Yeah.
Like being able to, how you're able to like look up and have questions pre-answered already, but like if you have an issue, you could call and like responsiveness. Oh wait, sorry.
Okay.
That's pretty simple.
I was gonna say, girl, I got favorites. I've talked to a lot.
Who's your favorite? We won't tell.
Aw.
I think his name was James. Honestly, I think I have the telephone. It is so
No, it's
bad.
good. We'll give them some shout outs when we get back.
It is so bad. But Pacer Care is the most easiest thing I use. It's right there in the bottom right corner of my screen whenever I need it. All I have to do is pull it up. I search what I'm looking for, and usually I find the answers. Sometimes I can even find videos. It's honestly the best thing if you're self-training to use, because there's always going to be a video. Even if you don't know the answer, if it's not on there, you can send a message to the team. They contact you within minutes. It's the best experience I've had with customer service. I rave about you guys.